Hello guys and welcome to my gold guide video. Today we are in the Vale and we're going to be farming the Gulai cache keys that drop off the Mogu. And as you see on the map right there, that's where we will be farming. So let's go ahead and fly on over. Now, I have potions of luck, and this is the main thing we'll be using during our farm to keep this buff up. It will end up dropping extra caches for us to collect. They'll contain gold and other good resources we can sell. And I'm also bringing along the battle horn. This drops off the timeless isle mobs. And I also have the stopwatch, and it's going to be turned on as soon as the farm starts, and it will show my progress of the time of the farm. So it's not like I'm skipping ahead and just having gold transferred over or whatever for the guide. So we're about over there right now, as you see on the map. And I'll fly over and I'll show you the location of the mobs we will be taking out and the route I will be taking during the guide. And you could probably get about 5 or 6 rotations of mobs in per potion of luck. If you're geared, if you're not geared, not as many. So we will start at the top of the mountain here. And we'll be pulling all of these guys here. There's guys over there. We're going to start working our way up to the top of the hill and jump down, grab that camp and kill them. Then we'll come down the hill, we'll grab all these guys and pull them over here, and we'll kill them there. And those guys at the bottom of the hill we will also be pulling. I will show later. Because their respawn rate, by the time you do one loop, they should already be respawning. Now I'm gonna fly in, and as soon as I do, I'll start the stopwatch, I'll drink a potion, and we'll be good to go. Alright, we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna go ahead and dive in, blow the battle horn. All the mobs within a 40-yard radius are gonna start running towards me. And that guy did get pulled, so I'm gonna yoink him real quick and just start taking these guys down. And as a range class, it's good this spot because you can just kind of pull these guys while also taking these guys. These guys do 3 different attacks. They put a little AoE on the ground that kind of hurts. The casters will do that little shock thing that'll knock you around. It's really annoying. The only thing I do is kind of side strafe and to dodge it. But with so many of them, it's really hard to dodge. And then they'll also do their little shadow bolt, which it does a fair bit of damage, but I mean, if you're geared enough, you can just eat through it like I am in the video. Also, you have to be careful when pulling all the mobs at once, not to pull them past their their range threshold, where they'll run back and be immune, and they gotta re-pull them. Doing that will waste time. So I'm gonna go ahead and loot, and as you see here, I just looted 3 of the Pandarian treasures. And that is, I'm going to have probably an entire inventory full. That's why I've got nothing in my inventory. If you're doing this, I recommend clearing all your inventory, but just the potion of luck and maybe the horn and maybe a health pot or 2 just to help you along. There, I accidentally looted this, so I'm just going to throw it away. I don't need that. It's not for the grind. This cave right here sometimes has a rare mob in it. It will also drop one of the caches that'll give you good resources. So it's good to kill that mob whenever it spawns, especially if you're here. Down there you see a guy actually killing some of these things, and think he's just here for the daily. This is a daily farm spot for the Gold Lotus, so he probably leave after he gets his 5 or 10 kills. But as you see here, I just pulled these guys since he's got the other guy down there probably killed all those. So I'm just gonna go ahead and loot these guys and move on. You want to run down the hill here? Yeah, you see he just killed all those guys and looted them. So I'm hoping he'll not be taking my farm. This is early morning, so not a lot of people are on my server currently. That's when I do my farming, is in the morning. That way there's not a lot of competition for it. So it doesn't look like he's coming down here to ruin my fun. So I'm just going to pull all these guys. I pull them to this spot here, just so none of them will run back. There's a few times in this video where they do end up running back, which is complete and utter bull. It does waste time. Honestly, I just, if I pull them too far and they run back, I just wait until the next go around to grab them. It's not worth wasting your time. Then this pack here, there's actually a trap that will spawn like right there at the bottom of the hill to my right, or now my left. And you can actually use that for CC. It'll stun them for a few seconds. If you're not very geared, you can do that with almost every pack down here. There's traps all over the place you can use. These mobs will drop the just AoE on the ground. Again, they get 2 or 3 different types of AoEs that'll stack, so you really don't. And they'll also make a clone of yourself, which has barely any HP. You can just hit it, it'll die. And again, we're going for those Gulag hash keys. Those are what we're going to be using to farm. And as you see, I'm still waiting on these guys to respawn. That's because that guy over there killed the packs that would have took the extra, 10, 20 seconds I would have needed to kill that pack. So they should be respawning by now if I have my route properly, but that guy was there killing. And if there is somebody doing the daily or whatever, or if there's already someone farming, there's plenty of other farm spots. This is just the one I like. So I'm going to fly down here, and since these guys are here, and I'm normally add these guys into my route, is what I've done recently, is just because my clear time is pretty quick. There I got the cage key. We actually don't need the cage key. I actually throw it away. I destroy it because there's no point in having the cage key because it doesn't do anything for you money-wise. I believe it was for a quest. So there, you see they all respawn. So I go ahead and blow the horn and I start the farm again. And I think for now I'm going to just speed up me farming for the rest of the Alright guys, as you can see, we're almost at the end of the farm process here, and as you also can see, I have plenty of the Mogu keys in my inventory and a ton of Pandarian treasures, which I'm going to go ahead and open. And out of these treasures, we will be getting the exotic leather, the ghost iron ore, some trillium ores, and some motes of harmony. And what we would be doing with the motes is turning them into the spirits of harmony, and then trading our spirits of harmony at the vendor for whatever material is selling best on our server. I would suggest before buying any of the material is to check your local auction house or use Auctioneer to figure out which one would make you the most money before, putting all your eggs in one basket. I also have tons of the windwool cloth that sells pretty decent on my server right now. It's good for tailoring. As for the greens, you can either just put them straight up on the auction house, or you can go ahead and disenchant them and sell the dust on the auction house. Just depends if you have a disenchanter, or you could even vendor them if you don't think they're going to sell on the auction house. Fly over to the vault, and the vault's located right here on your map. We were just farming right up here, and you go ahead and fly straight in. I just try to get past as much as I can. It is good to go ahead and farm these guys because you can also get more keys off them while coming down here, but for the sake of the video I just run past everything. Now there's something important to note. There will be a rune trap right there at the entrance. As you see now, I'm fighting this rare mob, and the rare mob does drop some good loot for you. That symbol is the safe tile for the vault. So every week the tiles will actually change around, and that icon will be the safe tile that won't activate, and it'll be the one you want to step on to navigate through the maze of traps. Now unfortunately I forgot about this during the video, and I kinda just ran in and got myself killed, and I have to run back, which you will see in a bit. Now as I run through, I will actually stop on the stairs and pull all these guys, and just so they're not following me while I'm trying to go into the vault room, because there's also mobs in that room and you don't want everything knocking you around onto more traps, and the traps do percent damage and they will hurt. They will kill you very fast. So as I mentioned, I just kind of ran in and I was standing on the wrong tile because the last week tile was that green looking tile trap, and this week it's actually activated and I forgot all about that. So I died, I have to run back, but this gives me a chance to sort my inventory and try to plan. As you see here, I have over 500 windwool cloth that I will be able to sell, which is a good fair amount. So now as soon as we get back down in here and get rest, we're going to take the proper path this time over to the vault and not die, hopefully. And before you actually head over there, you need to go find this little orb and click on it, and it will lower the little fog gate that is blocking it. And the ad will actually awaken, chases you around. You don't want to fight him on the tiles, just because if he knocks you back onto one of the traps, you will probably be killed. There's a few more guys up here. Looks like the other guy on the right is not wanting to come to life, so we'll just leave him alone. We're going to finish these guys off here, and then we'll get to opening some of those wonderful treasure chests. Now you look around, and there's 12 of them that spawn, but I have more than 12 keys. They will actually respawn by the time you go around the room, so you're not actually losing that much time in your farm. And then you just go ahead and go around and open them all, and we'll get some nice loot. Alright guys, we're back here at the shrine. As you can see, we're going to run over to the vendor, and we're going to turn all of our motes of harmony into spirit of harmony, and we're going to buy what's selling the best. And I'm going to buy a few of the essences and a few of the golden lotus, and sell that on the auction house. Alright guys, we're at the auction house and I posted all the items to it. Now, I posted them for a reasonable market price and I undercut a few people. On screen, I'll be showing you my starting gold, ending gold, the total of the auction, and how much profit I made. For starting out, started about 2,500 gold. My end gold was a little over 3,000 gold, so that's a 500 gold difference in just the farming of the mobs itself and coming out of the caches. The auctions, though, are going to go over for almost 4,500 gold, which is a profit of over 5k gold. And the farm wasn't honestly that great because I had a lot of issues. There was a lot of people taking the kills. But I would like to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe to see more.